Hi everyone, it's the first week in Advent, woo woo, and this is Extra-Ordinary. So welcome, it's the first week in the church's liturgical year. Super excited. It's the first week of Advent. The week's theme this week is hope, because we are hopeful for the coming of Jesus. Now, interestingly, not for the coming of the baby Jesus in about a month's time, but actually for the second coming of Jesus. We're hopeful for that time when Jesus comes, and it'll be the end of time, actually, where we all get to be with Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit in heaven together. So that's what we're hoping for this week. But of course, there's so many other things to hope for. So what are you hoping for this week? Let us know in the comments below what you're hoping for this week, what's going on that you've got to be hopeful for. Let us know, as I said, in the comments below. In the meantime, it's time to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the week this week. So we're starting Sunday. It's the first Sunday of Advent. We're going to light the first Advent candle. If you know what colour it is, bang that in the comments below as well. We'll be lighting our first one on the Advent wreath. That may be in your schools, in your parishes, so check those out online if you can do, or obviously in your school if you're in your school at the minute. Moving on to Monday is the feast day of St. Andrew the Apostle. Now, St. Andrew the Apostle was one of Jesus' best friends. He was also, more importantly, probably not. He's the patron saint of Scotland. So hello to anyone from Scotland who's watching us, or anyone with Scottish heritage. It's your feast day today. Celebrate it, enjoy it. It's an amazing day to have, especially as it's the first Monday in the whole of the Advent season. That takes us to Tuesday, which is the feast day of St. Ralph Sherwin, a really special saint in our diocese here in Nottingham, because he was born in Derbyshire, he lived in Derbyshire, he was an incredible guy, and even more especially, he is the patron saint of our Catholic Multi-Academy Trust over in Derbyshire. So it's the St. Ralph Sherwin Trust. So shout out to you guys if you're watching us this week. Just have a great day. Take it to yourself, and remember to thank St. Ralph Sherwin for interceding for you always, which is obviously the best thing in the world. Now, moving on then to the rest of the week. Thursday, we've got the feast day of St. Francis Xavier, another really important and special guy. Now, St. Francis Xavier started the Society of Jesus, or in other words, the Jesuits, which are kind of like a breed of like thinking and monks and stuff, and more, there's just so much more incredible stuff with each of these saints this week. And Pope Francis, the current Pope, he is also a Jesuit, so he follows that kind of that life that St. Francis Xavier led. That then leads us on to our final saints of the week on Friday, and this is St. John of Damascus. Now, St. John of Damascus was around in 600-ish AD, 600 to 700 AD, so he was around then, and really important in the early Christian church, particularly about icons and things like that. So when you go into a church, you'll often see like images and pictures of different saints and people, and probably Jesus as well. And he was a big fan of that kind of thing, so he really supported that. And he even wrote some hymns, which is cool. I don't think we use them particularly today, but there's certainly some Eastern Orthodox Christians who use the hymns that St. John of Damascus wrote 1200, 1800 years ago. 1200 years ago? No, it's got to be longer than that. 1400 years ago. 1400. There you go, quick maths. So, thanks everyone for joining us this week. That rounds out our Extra-Ordinary. As I said right at the beginning, if you cast your minds back, this week is all about hope. So what have you got to be hopeful about this week? Let us know in the comments below. This week is really important. We've got loads of fun stuff coming up. We've obviously got on Monday, our Monday morning club. You might have just watched that if you're now watching me. So that'll be the team. They'll be in the studio saying hello. Then on Wednesday, we're going live in a very special way because it's Advent. We're having a series of really bespoke and important inputs on a Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock, and they'll be led by a different team member each week. And finally then, home time hangout on Friday afternoon. Make sure you check that out. We'll be rounding out the week together and closing it together with a little bit of prayer as well. So all sorts going on as usual here at the Brides. In the meantime, I've been Charles. It's been wonderful being back in the studio, and I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you all again soon. Bye.